Our tree commission has purchased 100 trees, and the Davey Tree Company is going to get them planted in 2 days. Join me.
Liquid Amber Girl Gardening.
This is Northwood Cemetery, and all of the stakes that you see lining both sides of this lane are where we're going to be planting new trees today. And our tree commission is so excited. This cemetery is, well, it's lost a lot of trees, as you can see, like this one. It has a lot more yet that are ready to come out and just haven't been taken down yet. But this cemetery used to be filled with big, huge rhododendrons like this, the whole thing, all the way around, because there were so many trees growing here. And now most of them have just completely died out because they're getting way too much sun. There's no shade or protection from the hot afternoon sun like there used to be when there were all those nice big mature trees. And so our tree commission is coming in, and we're going to be doing our best to start growing up some new trees. So we're all really excited and can't wait to see the planting start. I think I hear them coming. They're right behind this row of trees. We have some tennis courts, and that's where they have unloaded all of the trees that are getting ready to come into our cemetery. In the past, our tree commission has purchased our trees from the Davey Tree Company, but we have planted the trees ourselves. And by ourselves, I mean our street department employees and parks department employees have partnered up to get the large numbers of trees that we ordered planted over the course of a few days. This year, we have hired Davey Tree to plant the trees that we bought from them. There are several reasons why we decided to make this change, but the biggest reason is that when the Davey Company plants these trees, they will be guaranteed for the first year after they are planted, which is obviously a very good thing. The planting crew consists of 5 men. Jason, the foreman, is operating the Bobcat. He begins by using the auger to drill several holes for planting. Then he will change out the auger for forks and drive out to the tennis courts where they've lined up the trees for planting by species. And then he will bring each tree in and place them in the appropriate spot where they will be planted. The plan for these cemetery trees is that we have spring flowering trees being planted in between red maples, so that we'll have beautiful color in the spring and beautiful color in the fall. So as you walk through, the pattern will be Brandywine Maple, then Adirondack Crabapple, Brandywine Maple, and then an upright flowering cherry tree. And I'm actually not sure of what cultivar we got or what species we got. And if I can find some tags on the trees, I'll put it up on the screen here. So Jason here makes sure to put each tree where it needs to be to follow that pattern. And then the other 4 members of his crew come in behind in pairs and finish planting the trees. What do you do if Jason puts a tree in the hole and it's not straight?
Straighten it out.
You can?
Yeah.
How heavy are the root balls about? Would you guess?
What's that?
How heavy are the root balls?
Oh, they're heavy.
I know.
It's easy to
but it's
pull
easy
the
just to
tree,
rock
yeah.
it a little bit. Okay. And then you just tuck some dirt under like
throw
that.
some dirt on there for
Okay.
like a wedge.
Okay.
I don't know if the lighting here is adequate to capture my natural beauty.
Okay, well, I will try to add that in post, okay?
Too much?
And how long have you all been working with Davey?
This is my second year.
Second year?
This is my fourth.
Your fourth year. I mean, because this is hard, like physical labor. And what?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And you were the ones who balled and burlapped these back at Davey Tree, right?
Yes,
ma'am.
Uh-huh. And when do you start doing that? Or do you only pull like 4 orders?
Pull, like we get orders from our boss.
Uh-huh.
And say they'll need to go like the next day or like 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
We get it together in the morning, they hand us the orders we have to dig, and we'll go out, get our supplies, and head out into the field and dig.
So you dig as orders come in?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It's kind of hectic, but
Yeah. And are you pretty close to the end of your planting season?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what, December 18th?
Yep. Yep, we're getting there.
You're getting there.
I think this might be our last job.
And are most of your jobs like local, like Ohio, or are you sending stuff to Chicago and stuff as well?
We just did a job out in up in Michigan.
Okay.
So most of the time they're in Ohio, roughly around like an hour or 2 away.
Okay.
But we did a job up in Michigan. It was around 4,000 trees, a little over 4,000 trees.
Wow.
We did 3,000 in the spring, and that took us a month. And then we did like 12 or 1,300 in the fall.
Wow.
And that
Okay.
took like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Right. So our little order of 100 isn't like that fantastic to you guys.
That's a normal.
That's not a big thing. To us, it's like huge. We're really excited. All right, it's the next day, and this is the part where I have to pound the pavement, where I'm actually going out, putting these flags out, and Jason, the operator of the Bobcat, who is doing augering all of the holes for our trees, just he has a map, so he knows what species of tree goes where, and it's just, I'm trying to keep ahead of him because I'm about to put flags right here. They're my last 3 for this street, but he is right there. So he's hot on my tail. I better get to work. So when we're working with the tree commission, we have to always be watching for yellow is gas lines, blue is water, and then we have some yellow flags here. And so obviously I'm going to be planting in this space, but I'm going to stay clear away from the gas line. There's what's left of the trees for today. These are sawtooth oaks that are holding on to their leaves the way so many oak trees do. In the spring, the new growth will push the old leaves off. So some people don't love that because it means more cleanup. But I do because I like seeing leaves on trees all the way through the winter. I think it's a total bonus. We use a lot of oaks in our plantings, especially in residential areas like this, because when you have a tree lawn that's not huge and you don't want a lot of damage to the sidewalk. In other words, the pieces of it being hooved up and causing trip hazards and such. Oaks are great trees for that. They don't have the surface roots that go out across the ground. They have the taproot that goes straight down. So they're really good for smaller tree lawns, which this is a decent sized tree lawn. We have much smaller tree lawns in other sections of town, but we like to use the oaks for that reason. It's called Liquid Amber Girl Gardening. It's a big mouthful. It'll take me a couple days to edit though.
Oh yeah.
Editing takes forever. It's the worst part of having YouTube.
Yeah, working out the lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can look good.
I forgot about that, yeah. I forgot my ring light, I'm sorry. These guys are so great at working in these kind of close quarters where there's parked cars, sometimes on both sides of the street, plus the traffic that's coming through constantly. But I love this house. This is called the Gross Mansion. Isn't it beautiful? I love how the front yard here just feels like a park all by itself. And of course it takes up like the block from Upland Road, and then that is Taylor Avenue right there. That is the bobcat coming back out. And they've lost several big mature trees here, so we're actually putting in 3 across the front of Gross Mansion. So 1, 2, and 3. Look at this. All these birds roosting on top of this house and in the tree above. It is a really cold morning, so I'm sure they're finding places that have some heat. I'm sorry, I'm showing you right into the sun. This house is the Old Taylor Inn. Good morning! And these are some tree commission members. We're here to put out flags.
So how far away from that curb do we need to measure?
There's 15 from the curb.
All right, let's walk that way, Judy.
That's too close, guys. To the curb.
Right where she's at.
Yeah, where my foot is, yeah.
Okay. All right, don't trip on that, Judy.
What between each one?
30.
30.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what you could do, Judy? You know, our old measurement was always 35.
Hold that for a minute, because I think
Did we travel? Whoops, I'm twisting it.
I want to lock this. Get it locked somehow. There we go.
Slight adjustment.
We used to go 35,
Okay.
Judy, and these are big trees, so
We can go 35.
now spread it out more for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run 35 down that way.
Yeah. I won't put this up. We'll just wait till we get it.
Oh, I should have held on to it.
As long as Tim doesn't step on it.
Here, I'm coming.
15 is right there. Right here. Right where my foot is. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay.
And all of the trees all the way down to the road were all planted either in the fall of last year, and then you can see the ones with the mulch piled here were planted just yesterday. And also I did want to show you these. We went ahead and had them put deer guards on because the trees that were planted in fall last year were really heavily damaged by deer, and we didn't think that was going to be an issue in this part of the park. This is a nice big baseball field. Okay, that one's not bad. I know I saw one from the road here. Look at this. Oh, here is a sweet gum. This is what our channel is named after, all you LGG people. I love sweet gum trees.